doors and what spaces that, you know, they may be allowed into if you give them the okay, and what spaces they absolutely aren't allowed in. It goes for inside as well as outside of your home, to the point where, you know, you don't want her going in the road. Of course, you don't want her either going in a certain room or, you know, just not going by the pool, for example, something like that. You just want to make sure that she knows where that line is and that she cannot cross it. All right, so I have some food. Of course, she loves her food. I have some food here. As you can see, I have my separation of the room here. This middle part is going to act as the doorway. So I'm going to allow her to go into this back area here. That's actually going to be her area, and I'm just going to have my line between these two kennels. This is going to be my space here, and she won't be allowed to cross it. And I'm really going to tempt her with the food. A lot of times when you do make food for your dog, of course, they want to see what's going on and what kind of good stuff you have in there. So perhaps they're underfoot and, you know, maybe their sniffing noses might be a little annoying. You want them to get out of the kitchen or something, but they don't because they don't know their boundaries. So we're going to have, let's see, have this here. I have a couple of treats inside. She knows. I also have this little bag here that's full of treats. So she's definitely intrigued by those smells there. So when I ask her to not cross that line, I'm not going to ask her to, you know, stay or get back over there or wait. I'm simply not going to allow her to go past that area by using my body language to block her, as well as making noises that she knows. Just kind of let her know that we don't appreciate that behavior and we don't want her to do something. So instead of, you know, Bonnie, get out, you know, why are you in here? Scoot her on out of here. No, Bonnie, why are you coming back inside? I'm going to make sure that she knows, you are the boss of this area. Your line is here and you don't want her to cross it. She can come in and out, but only with your approval. So I'm going to have her on that area. When she does try to come over, I'm just going to block her. And by me doing that, I'm not touching her. I'm not, you know, I'm not giving her any certain command or anything. I'm just establishing, without using words or without, you know, actually physically moving her in and out of an area, that this is my space and she can't come in. When I do have the food, I can ask her to come in. You know, she can take a treat, and then I can ask her to leave. She's not going to be allowed to come back in until I give her the okay. All right, so I'm going to bring her into this area here with a delicious treat. Come on, Bonnie. Come on. see if you're being consistent. It can't be a one-time only thing. If you want them to really listen and pay attention, if you want them to really listen and pay attention, you have to be consistent about everything. So she's right at that line here. She's right at the line. She's doing a very good job. Very good job. Kind of looks like she's falling asleep while she's standing up there, but I will allow her to come into my space momentarily. Bonnie, come. Good girl. Good girl, Bonnie. Making sure that she goes back to her sit. Good girl. So this would be the time when, she calms down. She can come into this area. It's just like furniture. If you want your dog to come on the couch with you, that's totally fine, but they're not allowed up there unless you say they can or they cannot. Good girl, Bonnie. All right. All right, so I have a whole shebang of food. I'm going to bring it on over there. If she does try to follow, again, I will make sure that she does not cross that line. Again, my body language, when I'm making that noise, establishing that I don't want her in this area. Did use some physical touch that last time there. Sometimes she tries to bulldoze her way through things. But of course, dogs are going to try things over again just to make sure that, you're paying attention and that they really can make sure that they know where, their boundary line would be. They kind of do push your buttons just like kids. Doing a really good job, not going past the line. She's really thinking about it. Good. That's exactly what we want. Exactly what we want. Good girl, Bonnie. Good girl, Bonnie. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Okay, good. All right, that was great. You saw basically the whole time she was standing, going a little bit closer, poking her head past the line, getting corrected. At that very last part there, she did such a good job. She really, really listened. She sat. She's about to lay down here in a second. But she paid attention very well. Like I said, dogs are like little kids. They're going to push your buttons and try to test constantly until you really cement that, you have your space and she has her space and you're the boss and you don't want her to go in and out of certain areas. The body language thing works great. Of course, you being her owner, she's probably more inclined to listen to you a little bit better than some of us over here. But overall, she did a really good job. Good job, Bonnie. Yes. Anyway, we'll see you guys later. It's been Nicole here with Bonnie going over boundaries. Bye. Good girl, Bonnie.